Hi, I'm Sunny from LoreForged, and this is part 4 of a 4-part series on node types. Four. Why can't they make a good Fantastic Four movie? The one with Jessica Alba wasn't bad. Is it Thing? I feel like Thing might be the problem. I think it's Thing. Either way, we are going to talk today about scientific nodes. Okay, let's start with what we know. Now, in the other node types, we had people walking around that made sense. In the military nodes, we had guards walking around. In the divine nodes, you're gonna have priests walking around. So with the scientific node, are we going to have scientists walking around? I think that's fair to assume. Something that could be pretty interesting with that is that the node types and the cities within the nodes are going to be flavored along with the race that helps develop them. So can we have a scientific node with architecture based on the Nakua or the Pyre? Wooden beakers? Are they gonna have Bunsen burners in that town? That seems dangerous. Not sure how that one's gonna play out. Let's get to the good stuff. So there's 3 biggies here. First is the Metropolis superpower, and it is teleportation. You're a wizard, Harry. Or maybe just an airship pilot. Either way, there's fast travel within the vassal network. Now, if there is multiple scientific nodes at the metropolis's level, metropoli, choppa-broccoli. I'm not real sure how that word works, but if there's multiple scientific metropoli, then you will apparently get an airship to travel between them.
And keep it from the first and the flesh of the humanity.
If you're a citizen and if they are not at war with each other, which is really kind of bonkers to think about. If you have 2 scientific metropoli at war with each other, what does that look like? That sort of screams chemical warfare, doesn't it? Second, mayors are elected via ranked choice voting. Now, this is not popular vote. Ranked choice is where you rank your choice of mayors based on the candidates, and you can end up having somebody that is not necessarily the popular vote, but was picked, second and third and first and a whole bunch like that at the top, and they end up becoming mayor. It's actually a pretty slick system when you have multiple candidates. It can be a little goofy, but like I learned in law school, law and sausages, best not watched it being made. And finally, and this is ginormous, scientific nodes is where you get your best artisan stuff, and that might not even be limited to the crafting part. Here is the quote, and I'm just gonna read it to you. Specialization in artisanship and construction mechanics are granted through many of the NPC merchants and through the ancillary quest points within the scientific node type. This will unlock abilities within many professions and allow specialization in the gathering, processing, and crafting aspects in the artisan system. So all of your bespoke artisan stuff, buildings, mechanics, abilities, these are all going to come from quest points and NPCs in a scientific node. And this probably includes specialized buildings as well that you might only see in the scientific node. All of this, of course, is subject to change, but what does this mean? It means bottlenecks. This is the freehold system with processing. This is the economic system, maybe with that being the only place to get an auction house.
Wow, that's some rapid-paced milking. Holy smokes.
Ashes is actively driving people to different places on the map. To me, this one seems a little bit more accessible than the freehold system, but we don't really know if this is going to be behind a citizen wall. We don't know really a lot about that citizen system or how difficult it will be, and it all could change as well. It could be really hard to be the citizen of a scientific metropolis. They might limit this kind of access to different places. I think the point that I'm trying to make is that you're gonna have to make hard decisions about what you want to do. AshesOfCreation does not want you to be able to do everything all of the time. It is going to make you choose. And this is an old school MMO concept. We are going to see whether or not people are ready to go old school MMO. But for my money, get out your boombox, get out your gold chains and your Run DMC, because things are about to become bodacious.
Bodacious!
I'm Sunny, and I'll see you at the polls. Bodacious. Bodacious. Don't you know who that is? That's Johnny Utah, Ohio State Buckeyes, all conference.
Utah, give me 2.